What's going on, everybody? And I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday afternoon so far. This is NYG Jeffy T85 here, and I'm going to talk about yesterday's New York Mets game against the SanDiego Padres as the Mets took on the Padres yesterday at CitiField in a very, very interesting matchup as the Mets look to see if they can go over 500. And yesterday, let's just be honest, all yesterday it was the night that belonged to Max Scherzer. I mentioned in a video ago, not that long ago, about Max Scherzer needing to be able to go out there and have himself a really good game. Scherzer needed to go out there because he was struggling from the plate. He needed to go out there and have himself a very, very impressive game, and that's exactly what he ended up doing. Max Scherzer ended up having 5 innings pitched overall, where he gave up no runs, 0 runs, 3 walks overall. He struck out 6 in 5 total innings and only gave up 1 single hit. That is the kind of pitching that the New York Mets need from Max Scherzer. They need a game like that from Scherzer to go out there and perform as well as he did. And that's exactly what helped propel the New York Mets pitching-wise to the victory. In fact, the Mets actually went all the way until the bottom of the 9th inning without giving up a hit, or giving up only 1 hit. They did record a hit on Max Scherzer. They said he didn't give up a hit at all. But the Mets only gave up 2 hits yesterday, and then they got key hits from both Jeff McNeil and Francisco Lindor, where McNeil hit a big double down the right field line, which looked like it was going to roll foul. I don't know how that stayed fair. It rolled foul down the right field line, and he managed to be able to drive in Brandon Nimmo, and then back in the 7th inning, Lindor actually doubled to the left side where it was the same type of play. It looked like it was going to roll out of bounds, but somehow managed to stay in, and it managed to drive in both Luis Guillorme and Brandon Nimmo, and it gave the Mets a 5-0 lead. The other RBI was a sacrifice fly by Eduardo Escobar back in the 7th inning, where he scored Mark Canha from third base. And the New York Mets ended up winning this game by the final score of 5-0. And it was a good win this afternoon by the New York Mets, being able to just get the job done, playing well, driving home some key runs for the team. And that's exactly what this baseball team needed, was a big win like today. And that's exactly what they got. So I'm very, very pleased with how the New York Mets performed today. I thought they did an excellent job for the most part, or yesterday. They went out there, got some key timely hits. They got a little bit of luck, I have to say about that. They did get a little lucky with the fact that some of these hits that they got literally were towing the line out of bounds, or past the foul line, and it managed to somehow stay fair, and the New York Mets were able to capitalize on that going forward. So the New York Mets right now, they have on record a 6-5 record right now overall, where they now are going to be going into tomorrow's game with David Peterson on the mound. But this was a good win yesterday for the New York Mets. Timely hitting, good pitching, and being able to take advantage of some opportunities on the field. And that's exactly what they ended up doing. And now the Mets are 1 game over 500. And Max Scherzer, that's the type of pitching performance that you look for. Your co-ace like Max Scherzer is being able to go out there and contribute like he did. That's exactly what you look for from a guy like Max Scherzer, is being able to go out there and get some big timely hits when the team isn't needing it to happen. So the New York Mets now are 6-5 on the season. Like I mentioned, David Peterson is now going to get the opportunity to go on the mound tomorrow for the New York Mets going forward, and seeing if he try to win 2 in a row for the Mets. Brandon Nimmo had at least 1 hit. Alonso had a rough day at the office. He didn't get any hits at all. So, they both struggled at the plate, but it's not really that big of a deal. I'm not really concerned about Alonso, and in some ways, I'm not really even concerned about Nimmo. So I think that the both of them, in a way, will be able to be all right. It's just a question of when are they going to start getting their bats going. That's what we really need to see, is when these two guys are going to start getting their bats going overall, especially Nimmo, who seems to be off to a very, very, very cold start so far this season. He's struggling so badly right now at the plate. It's amazing. So hopefully Nimmo is going to be able to continue to get it going for the New York Mets going forward. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. But either way, just wanted to give you guys a quick score update on the New York Mets. They have officially won this game today. New York Mets win by the final score of 5-0. Scherzer goes 5 innings, only giving up 1 hit overall. Key hits by both Francisco Lindor as well as Jeff McNeil. Key doubles. McNeil down the right sideline in the 3rd inning, and then Lindor hitting a big one in the 7th inning. And the Mets are now 6-5 on the season, getting ready for the 2nd of 3 against the Padres this afternoon with David Peterson, the lefty, toeing the rubber. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about the game yesterday. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And as always, give a sub to NYGJeffyT85 for more news updates and chatter surrounding the New York Mets. And turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short that will be dropping on the channel surrounding the New York Mets. And let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about yesterday's New York Mets victory over the SanDiego Padres and your state of the Mets as they get ready for this evening's game against the Padres at CitiField. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Take it easy, and let's go New York Mets as always. All you got to do is you got to believe in those boys from Queens.